Hi, welcome to Versus Rematch, where we watch two shows again, so you don't have to. So basically, a year ago, we did the first episodes of Macross and Gundam, and we decided to come back and look at some more recent versions. I say recent, mid-90s versions.
Yeah.
Thank you for the people who gave us recommendations. We decided to pick these two, one from recommendations and two because they're very similar sort of time frames. So, we have...
Versus...
Mobile Suit Gundam... Wing.
The Alliance are taking over. They're basically kind of Nazis. They're just the Nazis.
Space Nazis.
Space Nazis, but there's some rebels.
Who are
Who are the Gundams?
Yes, who have got Project M, where they're sending Gundams to Earth.
Yeah, they're sending. Yeah, it seems like Earth.
So they're like meteorites. So,
yeah,
but they all land at the same time.
Yeah, they all land at the same time in airports.
They essentially just land at commercial airports. Really.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's a meteorite, but
shaped like a bird robot.
Yeah, Zex spots the meteorites. He knows better. He knows they're not meteorites, so he's like, "How many of these ships can I get?"
Yes,
and then the guy's like, "Just one," and he's like, "Oh, good, that's what I wanted.
That's what I want."
So why did I ask for how many? So Zex goes in pursuit, and we find out that the person flying that ship is Hero. Hero decides to not destroy hundreds of lives and murder a plane that's in his way.
Yeah, basically in his way. He's like...
So before he can land at the airport that he wants to land at, another plane has to land.
Yeah, there's a passenger shuttle who've just gone to outer space on a lovely holiday
or whatever.
But it also has a girl on who's going to turn up later.
Yeah.
And he goes, should I kill him? I guess I'll just overtake them.
And Zex seems quite surprised by the fact that he didn't murder all those people.
Because that's what probably he would have done. He
probably would have done, yeah. The thing is, it's all for the cause of the rebellion. Zex chases after him, grabs him, and basically sends him...
And then parachutes out of his robot.
Pops out, runs away.
And my first sort of criticism is the Alliance ships that in the other Gundam have got, like, they're called gas mask things. I don't know what they're called. In this one, they've got sort of more of a square face. Maybe the other ones will turn up later on. Obviously, we're only on episode 1. But that was my first thing. I was like, oh, I missed the kind of gas mask ones. The sort of rounder faces, where these are quite square-looking things.
But I thought the Gundams in this one looked loads better, though.
The actual Gundam themselves were fucking
with the
awesome.
Wings and stuff. It was really cool.
So then Hero just crashes into the ocean, holding onto the other robot.
He makes a miraculous escape.
Yeah, so the girl who was on the plane with her dad, who's obviously like Mr. Dolan or something.
Mr. Dolan. Very, very, very official person.
Yeah, they've landed, and then she's gone for a walk, and then luckily the Gundam pilot is washed up on the beach, and she's like, oh, a dead body, so she runs up.
I'll call the ambulance. Yeah. Calls the ambulance.
And then Hero sort of goes, whoa, and then hits his chest, and it fires off this thing, and I thought, oh, he's killing himself. It's like like taking a cyanide pill or something, but it just gives him, like, I'm guessing, adrenaline. So he beats up all the people in the ambulance, smashes the windows, and steals it.
So while Hero's driving away, making his daring escape, 4 other Gundams all land where they landed and take out the people who were trying to find where they landed, really.
Track the meteorites. So you've got Scythe Gundam, you've got Dragon Fist by, what was he, Wu Fei, he was pretty cool. Who else did you have?
You had the one, boobs one.
The boobs that fired miniguns.
Yeah.
And then...
I don't know who the other one is.
There was another one.
I think the other one was, he didn't stand out as much.
Oh, some guy had, the double sword guy. Surrender guys, and then they don't, so he just cuts them both into his like, I don't want to do that, you should have stopped.
Yeah, that was brutal.
The blonde kid.
But also what's strange is in Gundam, I don't know if anyone knows this, but all the computers actually have tiny little aquatic mammals in them.
Let's cut to the weird chase. So the girl, Regina, she's not called fucking Regina, Relina, she's just a bit weird. There's a lot of weird shots of her just going like weird shots.
Odd.
And the ending credits, which are here, is just her like running around some woods with a dog and butterflies. But she always looks quite angry, just something quite sinister about her. So she goes to school. Hero is randomly, he's obviously stole that ambulance, sold it for some school uniforms, gone to the school.
Don't know how he's got enrolled so quickly.
Yeah, so then it's like, today we've got a new classmate, whatever, and then he's outside and all the kids are going, who's that new boy? So Relina, I keep saying that.
Relina.
Goes up to him and just like, tomorrow's my birthday.
Yeah, he extends the olive branch.
Yeah, gives a little birthday invitation.
Yeah. He
fucking tears it straight away. She cries, he goes like, wipes a tear away, leaves, and then turns around and says,
brutal. Absolutely. She must have been feeling all the emotions there.
Yeah.
Literally.
Who is this guy?
Yeah. Who is? Yeah. She's just like, I'll just do this nice thing, And he's just a prick.
No, but
he's not there to make friends. He's there to stop the rebellion. But surely, why has he gone undercover in a fucking school?
Yeah, a very expensive school. It looks like the most expensive school.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Well, obviously, the president's daughter fucking goes there or whatever. Yeah, the governor, the
senator.
Senator's daughter.
Yeah, the senator's daughter. I'm quite nervous that it might become a sort of episodic high school drama. High school drama.
Gundam undertones.
That's it. I don't want that. But that's quite unlikely in my mind.
Yeah. Then we had
Macross Plus.
Now, we know this is an OVA thing, but it was episodic, the one version we watched, so it sort of, but it counts. This was instantly far more impressive in terms of the animation. It was very fucking smooth. Obviously, they had a higher budget, I imagine.
Yeah, well, in the fact that they didn't have to stretch it over probably 20 episodes.
So there's before we go too much into it, the starting scene is a man on a bicycle with wings. And his friend who's sort of grey with green hair, and this hot girl with a backwards hat, and they're all like skipping through the fields, and they push the little flying machine off, and he flies away, and it's like and then cuts to this massive fucking space battle where it's just incredibly impressive. There's like, I don't know, a lot of fucking robots and shit flying around. You're not quite sure. Obviously, they're flying around in these. We don't know what we call them, but like these Macross ships.
YF.
Yeah, YF something.
Fighters.
And they're fighting these kind of green guys. They look a bit similar to the guys from Gundam. We don't know. You guys know. You're basically with this hotshot pilot guy called Dyson.
Who is a maverick.
Who's a complete maverick, obviously. And he kind of does... He's good, but he just gets in the fucking way and he's a cocky bastard. So he gets...
Good. We know he's good.
We know he's good, but he knows
he's too good. He's light-headed, airheaded, maybe.
Yeah, so the general guy, or whatever you want to call... I don't know what the order is. The general's like... You're really good, we know you're good, but you've been a little dick. So you're going to be demoted, and you're going to be a test pilot for these two new ships, the YF 19 and 21. So then you find out that the person who's the other test pilot, the main test pilot, is the guy from the start who was pushing him on the bike, his childhood friend, Gold. Or Gould, we'll keep changing how he says his name. So him and Dyson have obviously got some sort of... They've obviously not spoken for quite a few years. When they see each other, there's obviously like fucking daggers. So Gold is flying one of the planes which connects into his brain, so he can fly it with no hands.
The next stage of YF.
Because it sounded like they had like a company building two different planes, like, we might upgrade our planes. Like, sort of testing them out. It's not as if they made them, it was like these two, because it was like flashed up, and it was like these two companies are making these new, which one shall we upgrade the Air Force to?
Yeah, but like, why would you ever choose the other one though? Like, it's unfair to...
We don't know what that one does though, or is that just the old one?
It's just the old one. It's just like, how does this brand new, amazing fucking Macross ship, not Macross, nothing's Macross.
Yeah, it's not
Macross ship, the fighter jet, compare with this old shitty one with two fucking massive rockets on the back of it. Oh yeah, funnily enough, it's not as good. The thing is, even if they took out the wired thingy, there's still fucking handles there.
Yeah.
What's the question? Where's the question here?
I don't really know.
He can go super fast into space. He doesn't need those giant rockets, and he can transform into anything in the same way. What are we doing? Why are we having this discussion?
So basically, you've got that sort of plot where you've got Dyson and Gold, and they're obviously at odds with each other the whole time, and Dyson just keeps getting in the fucking way in every possible opportunity. But then at one point, they kind of have this face-to-face in the sky, and it's this flashback of Dyson, Gould, and the girl from the intro.
Yeah.
And there's obviously been some sort of either sexual attack or fight. We don't quite sure what it is, but it sets off Gold, and he kind of loses his shit, and the Macross plane thing just fucking starts falling out of the sky. So then
Dyson spends quite a while just deliberating whether he should catch him or not. Turns out he does, because he gets ordered to.
Yeah.
And then Gould, after he's caught him and sort of like is trying to set him down.
Yeah.
Gould just like push him down into the floor.
He's like, if I do this, I could probably kill him, because obviously he's like, he knows something that he doesn't want anyone else to know. So there's that plot, which is okay.
Yeah.
But the more interesting plot is Sharon Apple.
Yeah.
So the girl who may or may not have been beaten up or whatever, they've obviously gone off and been pilots, but she's gone off. She wanted to be a singer.
But now that's all changed.
Yeah, now she's the producer for Sharon Apple, who has the biggest marketing budget in the world. Yeah. She literally advertised all over Eden.
On floors, on like skies, every fucking where.
Yeah.
She's the biggest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, so it's like she's like this AI idol. So you're thinking it's going to be just like, you know what I mean, the classic idol sort of thing, dancing, and it's like it doesn't show for quite a long time, and then they open up a limo door, and it's like gelatinous bubble gum.
It looked like a gonk droid on some bubble gum.
Yeah, like sort of slimes out, and the girl, we can't remember her name for the life of me, but
Sharon. I think she is.
We
Sharon.
think she is Sharon.
She's Sharon Apple.
Yeah, we think she's Sharon Apple,
but I mean, she might
know.
come back in another alias. We didn't hear her name. Anyway, and then...
But as soon as she comes out of the limo, it's sinister. The music changes.
It's weird.
It's like... And to me, this was the most interesting part about it. It was weird.
Do you know when the music sort of changes and it sort of goes into like the Terminator's head?
Yeah,
it's like
it was like the HAL eyes, HAL from 2001.
Yeah, it is very much like that.
It's very sinister because and then the other side of it, you've got Dyson, who's like going around as an Akira bike with the girl from the test place, and it's all very like 90s sunshine Baywatch.
Yeah.
Like slightly futuristic Baywatch, and then Eden, where they live, which we think is sort of Earth but not Earth, has like pterosaurs as like seagulls and those goat chickens. It's quite a cool planet to live on.
The world was very nice. I completely agree with that. I think the whole thing probably will just take place on that. I don't think we're going to be going
back to Earth.
We can't really anywhere. Remember. Yeah. I think it definitely was Earth. It definitely was Earth.
So far, there's been no Macross.
Yeah, there is no. Yeah, no. Well, it's obviously just big. The Macross ship's just there, sort of there, sitting on Earth, right?
We couldn't remember because obviously we watched the first episode of Macross. If that was Earth, though, we think it is.
I think it's Earth. I'm very sure it's Earth. Correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, we're saying we don't really know much of the sort of the time in between these two series. So
it doesn't feel like much time's passed at all.
But I prefer this place to Earth. I like Eden. It seems like dinosaurs. It's got dinosaurs pretty much.
Yeah, you're very into that. I sort of felt like Macross dragged me in a bit more, and I cared more about not necessarily the characters because I did care about Hero a bit more.
But he was
Hero
not like a psycho though.
Actually, very right there thinking about it.
He actually had he was a bit funnier. Like the actual Hero guy was like, this guy's a bit weird, and then Regina or Alina,
was good,
I was like,
wasn't he?
Yeah, but he was quite
Zex
a funny.
Was a really good bad guy though. I feel like Zex was quite fun, and Zex is
he was more interesting than Hero.
Yeah, no, I think you might be right there.
Let's say Regina. I can't work out what they were doing. There was just something creepy about her. I didn't like it.
She was terrifying. She did quite a lot of moves. I felt like these two sort of, they kind of learned from each other. I don't know, like, obviously, Macross might have watched Gundam and sort of taken parts from that and what was big in that, because I don't remember them fully transforming in Macross. No, do you know the original Macross where, like, they kind of felt like half robot, half cars? Sorry, not half robot, half planes still, but they were like planes with arms.
Yeah.
But maybe I think they might have gone, let's go a bit more robot. More robot. Yeah. And then with Mobile Suit, they kind of went, let's go more planes.
Yeah, because I'm assuming it's Gundam Wing. That one at the start was like a proper cool plane thing.
Yeah, it was like, but then it obviously changed into the Gundam. Yeah. But I don't know, I feel like they kind of learnt from each other maybe.
Yeah, there's got to be influences, surely.
Aside from the transformation part of Mobile Suit Gundam, I really don't have a clue when it's set. It could be so far in advance, or like 15 years ago. I think he might have said 15 years, like was when the first Gundam was created. But it just didn't feel like there was that much really different in this one to the last one, aside from them knowing about the technology.
Yeah, and just sort of some slight like I did love all the new Gundams that turned up, but there were sort of slight variations on
the one Gundam.
Yeah, whereas I think in Macross, I don't know, it felt more like they'd had the technology for years and they were improving it, and like I don't know,
it felt more that much. It felt a lot more real.
Real. Like they're going, okay, how can we improve this?
How would this be better? I completely agree there. For the fighting robotiness, I do feel like Macross kind of beat it with just those two fight scenes that we saw, or the two action scenes. Macross, we only saw snippets of little bits.
Well, I thought,
but obviously you didn't go for it for the giant robots fighting.
But for me, I think the Macross. I do love all the robots. Robots are cool, and I say Macross, I do sort of see less of a robot thing and more of like literally like a Top Gun, like a
Top Gun, exactly,
thing. But I just thought this sort of personal relationships were just a lot more interesting. So Gold, Dyson, and then I'm sorry, we can't remember the girl's name.
Sharon Apple.
Yeah, potentially Sharon Apple. Yeah. Like just their relationship. So obviously you've got them pushing the bicycle flying machine at the start, and then later on they're all at the same part, like a little pier kind of thing. And then they all randomly meet up, and there's obviously a lot of stuff that's not being said. Yeah. But we don't quite know what.
And you're kind of interested to see where that goes.
Well, to me, where's that going? Where I think with Gundam, I think, okay, well, look, all those Gundam they look like they're different parts of the Earth. They're all going to meet up. I do love robots, but to me, I'm more interested. And honestly, the Sharon Apple, just because she's quite sinister, and I'm thinking, is her sort of AI going to be used as either as a weapon for good or for evil? Is she going to be used?
Yeah.
Is that going to play into the... Because obviously the guy who uses the mind control is having an effect on him. The gold guy, because he's having like weird stuff. Was he like taking drugs or something?
He took some pills.
There's a lot of hands like stressing out.
And he sees a bit unhinged in that final scene.
Yeah, and the more... I think emotionally he's going to crack.
Yeah.
So is it going to be Sharon Apple?
I think Sharon Apple's going to take over that suit. I think Sharon Apple's going to take over them all.
Yeah.
but with access from Thingy. She could be really bad, you know.
Yeah, all we want to know is what Sharon Apple sounds like, as in terms of a song, because we didn't go on to episode 2 and we're just desperate
I
to
wanted to. I'm going to have to go for Macross.
Yeah, no, 100% Macross. I'd say Gundam was great, but I think the most interesting guy was the Zex guy.
Yes,
I'm creeped
really
out by Hero and Regina or Relina. So in this episode of Versus Rematch, and yes, we might do one in the more recent versions, but this is for our mid-90s.
I think we will do for one. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a more recent one, but for our mid-90s rematch,
Macross wins.
Macross plus.
Macross.
Also, guys, we actually recorded this for half an hour and it didn't record.
Yeah,
so if we look like we don't know what the fuck we're talking about,
maybe we might have discussed it in that other one that you sort of didn't watch.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.